So, good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us for today's webinar. I'm Emma from Growth Marketer Academy, the host of today. We all know that the pandemic has changed the world a lot, especially in the digital field. To help marketers learn more about how to achieve the best marketing result in this fast-moving world, Growth Marketer Academy, also known as GMA, invited growth practitioners from different expertise, ranging from Taiwan, Hong Kong, and Malaysia, to share their insightful strategies and tactics under COVID-19. We are honored to have Terence Jones as one of the speakers in this webinar series, titled The 2021 Marketing Playbook: Growth Strategies Since COVID-19. I know you are all super excited about today's webinar, but first, let me spend some time introducing our housekeeping rules and agenda for today. We want this webinar to be as interactive as possible. We want to know what you think, be able to answer your questions, and help you deal with any tech problems you face during the webinar. First, please take a closer look at your screen and find the chat box. In the chat box, feel free to use text emojis to give us your feedbacks and thoughts. If you have any technical problems, please also leave them there in the chat box so we can help you out. Now, everyone, please find the Q&A box for me. And for questions related to the subject and or directed to our speaker, Terence, please leave them in the Q&A box so Terence can answer them during his speech or in today's final Q&A section. Let's do a quick recap. For technical issues, general feedbacks, and comments, please leave them in the chat box. And for questions related to our talk that you want Terence to answer, please leave them in the Q&A box. Today's agenda includes a roughly 40 minutes sharing brought by Terence, followed by a 15 to 20 minutes Q&A for our expert to answer all your questions. A little sneak peek, we will be sharing exclusive information with you at the end of today's webinar, so please stay tuned. Let me first introduce our organization. This webinar is hosted by Growth Marketer Academy, GMA in short. GMA is the first growth marketing school in Asia, which started in Hong Kong, but is now based in Taiwan and Malaysia. Our vision is to help learners and startup owners become data-driven growth marketers and build a growth community in Asia. Currently, we have footprints in Taiwan, Malaysia, Singapore, and Indonesia, and also Philippines. Our trainers and learners are experts coming from all walks of life. If you are interested in growth marketing and want to have first-hand news on any marketing webinars or courses, please feel free to scan the QR code on the screen and join our community on Facebook. Speaking of, GMA's very famous course, Growth Marketing Bootcamp, is currently recruiting. In fact, Terence also happens to be one of our bootcamp trainers. In our bootcamp, you will not only learn to apply over 15 MarTech tools, but also have the chance to participate in a real-world project. So if any of you is interested in our bootcamp, scan the QR code below to learn more. Okay, and now it is the moment you have all been waiting for. Let me introduce today's speaker, Terence Jones. Terence is a well-rounded SEM expert, providing SEM and PPC services, digital marketing strategy advice, and SEM training. He has more than 6 years of experience in digital marketing field with renowned companies such as Google, Foodpanda, and Honestbee. He is now the co-founder of Kick Ads Limited, a rapid growing PPC-focused agency in Hong Kong and Malaysia. We will turn our time to Terence, who is going to share his insight on the new rules of B2B lead generation in 2021.
Hey guys, good evening. It's an honor to be here. So thanks for having me. In this Growth Marketing Academy's webinars. So I mean, to be very honest, it's been a long while since I conduct like a sharing section in English. So basically, I feel a little bit nervous at the moment. But anyways, today we are going to talk about the new rules of B2B lead generation in 2021. So I'm going to share the funnel thinking process I have gone through, and share you some examples of what kind of strategies I have applied into my business and my B2B client in the recent years. So before I got brought down to the details, so let me introduce you the number one rule of B2B digital marketing. Take every opportunities to introduce your companies and promote your personal branding. So I will spend my rest of time talking about myself and my company. Okay. Actually, just kidding, because Emma we're gonna kill me. So but I think it should be proper for me to try to introduce a bit about myself. So basically, I previously worked for Google. I previously worked as regional SES managers in Foodpanda, and also worked as kind of like a digital marketing managers in Honestbee. Apart from growing my agency business, I also provide a lot of corporate training to different companies, and also work as an instructor for digital marketing course in different education institutional, including the one of the best in time, the Growth Marketing Academies, in Hong Kong. So that's pretty much about myself. So when it comes down to my digital marketing agency business, so I officially quit my job, I officially start my agency Kick-Ass in 2018. So basically, until now, we are 8-person only companies, 2 in Hong Kong, 6 in Malaysia. And most importantly, I'm the only salesperson in my companies. I have no sales experience. I have no sales background at all. If you look at my portfolios. So but luckily, we managed to get the Google Premium Partner in 2019, and also the Facebook Preferred Partner in 2020, which I think fewer than 10 digital marketing agency in Hong Kong can own these 2 badge at the same time. So that's pretty much about my companies. I won't say that this is like a very big or like a great achievement, but to be honest, I admit that I'm really proud of it, because consider our company size is quite small. So I will stop clowning about myself and my companies. I just want to let you know that, especially traditionally for B2B business, when we're talking about how to get a new customers, we always rely on the referral, like a business networking conference like BNI, or LinkedIn outreach, or send your salesperson to knock on the door, office by office, to talk with the clients. I'm not saying those activities are not important, but in nowadays, especially nowadays, if you have like a good online funnel or a good system, this is equally important for you to get customer online. So this is basically very important. So in this presentation, I'm going to talk about the funnel or the system I use for my business and my B2B clients as well. So let's get down to the business. The new rules of B2B lead generation in 2020s. So I'm going to recommend 2 books to you that are exactly what you need if you really want to grow your B2B business or help your B2B clients. And the first, if you are a Chinese reader, I will recommend you the book Yang Xiu Wei Wang, written by one of my best friends. I think in this book, they talk about how to it focus on how to converting the prospect to the purchaser. We talk about the marketing qualified lead, how to convert those subscriber to the buyer by email marketing. So I think this is quite useful. And for English reader, I would suggest you this book, The Sell Like Crazy. If you are the digital marketing person, I think you won't find very unfamiliar. In the social media platform, they do have a lot of ad about this book, and this is one of the low ticket products try to get your leads and how to get you to buy their product. For them. So the first thing I will bear in for you, I will let's say you need to bear in mind that something that works for me or others will not necessarily work for you. You cannot simply copy our strategies. You cannot simply copy, the copies or like the creatives. Because for digital marketing, based on the timing or like the market or industry, you need to fine tune a bit. You need to do a lot of trial and errors. So in the following presentation, I'm going to share my blueprint that works for me. But I'm not so sure whether it works for you. So basically, probably need to fine tune to make a suitable strategy for you, so you can get the most as much as B2B client as much as possible. So please also remember this golden rule. I will say that this rule is the most important one. When you're talking about digital marketing. So before we start any marketing campaign for B2B business, first thing you need to ask is unique selling point. Unique selling point is like is the most frequently mentioned terms in marketing industry or like a marketing subjects. So what is unique selling point or unique selling proposition? So by definition, your unique selling points includes the competitive factors that differentiate your product or service from others' companies' offerings. It's the reason people will buy from you and not another business. So it must be clear and well defined. So cut it short. You should ask yourself what makes you so special? Why people need to buy product from you instead of your competitors? So unique selling point is play a very a very vital or important elements into every business, especially B2B business. For B2C products, they are generally a certain number of like impulse buyer. They will purchase without doing a lot of research. They will purchase, doing a lot of product comparisons. They bought this product or they buy this product because just they feel they want it at that moment. But generally for B2B product, when you try to purchase like a B2B products, generally you will do a lot of product comparisons. You will ask the salesperson, what is your unique selling point? What are you really good at? What is your niche? You will ask a lot of questions. So in this part, unique selling point is really, really important, especially when you are trying to grow your B2B business. So there is a few things I always ask myself or ask my B2B clients, and I think this is a very important like a thinking process when you try to figure out what kind of unique selling point you have. For your B2B business. Let's take Kick as an example. Kick is like as what I mentioned before, is kind of like a PPC focused agency. You can also call it like a performance digital marketing agencies. We are generally looking for conversion. Try to help our customers or clients to get as much conversion as possible. So at the first stage, what is your unique features for your product service? At the very beginnings, because we don't have a lot of testimonial, we don't have a lot of case, my unique selling point or service is I previously worked for Google. So basically I know some kind of like a secret sauce, how to optimize your campaign, how to uplift your campaign performance. So this is like the first unique selling point for my business, because for kind of like such service-based products, this is very similar, because you're doing SEM, your agency, your competitors is doing SEM. So what is your unique selling point? At the first stage, I would say that the previously worked for Google will be my unique selling point. At that moment. And the second, when you find out that ex-Googler is not convincing enough, so basically you need to find out some more unique features. So if there is no such unique features, what is your commitment that can differentiate from your competitors? So next step, what I have done is I say we provide like a contract free service. So basically, you can terminate contracts whenever you want. Generally, in 1 month advance. So this is something you can differentiate from your competitors. So at the third part, when ex-Googler contract fee is not convincing enough to try to get your customer on board. So you need to, and you find out that there is no unique features or a special commitment. So what you need to do is to try to pick a niche. So I mean, for digital marketing, there is a lot of like a spectrum. I mean, in digital marketing, let's say, in branding service, SEO, like the website design, like a content management, like a XCM, like a paid social, like a paid search. So at that moment, I choose to pick the XCM as my niche. So if you go to my website, you will see that we only focus on doing SEM. If you're looking for content management, you're looking for website design, please skip it. I mean, that is something we claim to do. So, but of course, if you pay me high enough, I will do. I will work the website for you. I will also work for the content management. But I mean, at that moment, I think this is a good niche for me to pick to do. So basically, I mean, people think about like SEM. I mean, they think about SEM service. They actually they will think, oh, Kick-Ass will be one of their options. So I mean, the fourth part is anything to prove you are really good at this niche. So what are you going to do? Probably you need to do a lot of blogging. You need to do a lot of sharing. Even this is free of charge. You have to do a lot of like a section sharing, just like what I do right now. So basically, when I finish the sharing, I generally took my camera to try to take a selfie and then upload to my website or a social media platform to show me, to prove that I'm really good. I mean, at this niche. That's what I mean. I mean, when you try to figure out what kind of unique selling point you have. So these are the four questions I always ask myself, and also ask my clients. So if all no for the above questions, then you need to have a very strong network, a crazily good word of mouth. I'm not saying that if you don't have like a very obvious or reasonable like a unique selling point, you cannot survive. I'm not saying this, but I mean for most of the situation, especially if you are like a people who recently start your B2B business, or like a people with like a small sales teams. Generally, if you don't have like a very strong like a unique selling point, it's really hard for you to acquire new user. I mean, especially online or in social medias. So this is something you need to ask yourself before you come up any like a B2B marketing campaign. You come up any like a funnel. So find out your unique selling point. I mean, especially this is very, very important for B2B business. So that's something I will suggest you not to do. Please don't use the following wording as your unique selling point, like good service, good qualities, like quick service, because it is too vague. What unless you can put it in number. Let's say, I mean, and for food delivery interest, for food delivery business, generally if you're talking about quick service, you need to try to put in number. Let's say, I mean, 30 minutes delivered to your doorstep. If you want to emphasize your product is at good qualities, basically you need to say like a 100% like a money back guarantee when you are not satisfied. So this is something, I mean, when you come up your unique selling point. And also from customer perspective, I mean, good service and good quality is essential to customer. It's not something very spectacular. So I mean, but I know that, I mean, for some industry, especially in Hong Kong, let's say, I mean, beauty salon, good service is not always a must. This is a luxury for this industry. But I mean, from the marketing perspective, good service and good quality is not like a very useful or like a very effective way to try to promote your unique selling point. So after you discover your unique selling point, the second step, you are going to find your need magnet. So what is need magnet? A need magnet is a marketing term for free items or service that is given away for the purpose of gathering content details. So I think lead magnet is not a novel term. It does not only exist in the digital world. It actually exists like a 10 years ago. If you live in Hong Kong and you are old enough, I mean, back to like 4 or 5, I'm not say 10 years ago, when you go to the Mong Kok station exit E, so there was a lot of like a gym promoters. I mean handing around. So when you try to pass by, they will give you like a small card. So it's kind of like a one day free trial pass for you to try to experience their gyms. I mean, their facilities or the gym. So apart from letting you experience kind of like their facilities or their equipment, what they are wanting to do is try to get the opportunities to sit down with you and try to upsell you like a year pass or like a pass with multi-years contracts. So I mean, lead magnet is not it's not like a very exclusive term. I mean, in digital marketing, so it exists. I mean, like several years ago. So in online in like online marketing or for digital marketing, I mean, you need to think about, I mean, what kind of lead magnets you can provide to your business, to your clients. So basically, I mean, the first one is the product samples, like the freebies, like the exam, like the sample for you, for your customers. I mean, the general practice is generally people will try to set up like a landing page, and then you can fill in the your customer or your potential prospect will try to fill in the all the details or the company size or the companies and the contact numbers or email. And then after that, you will send your sales, or you will let your sales to take all your sample, I mean, to their physical office, or you just send all the sample by post. This is some I'm not so sure whether this is applicable to your business, but this is something you can consider when you talk about product sample, especially if your B2B business is selling kind of like a physical product. I think is very, very useful or effective. So the second one is white paper. I mean, this is generally for kind of like a very big enterprise. Let's say one of my client ERP, they will prepare a lot of kind of like white paper. They will self-publish. I mean, the industry report, the vertical report. Let's say, I mean, the business traveling report 2021, and as what you see in the screen, like personalizing every experience to increase engagement. So it's it's used by Oracle. So what they are going to do is try to get your information, get your first name, last name, and also your company name, and also like the company size. When in the future they want to have like a webinar or like a expo, like a physical expo, they will try to send email to those people who have subscribed or download the ebook or download the white paper, and they try to invite them to their webinar or invite them to their seminar, and then try to close the sales with you. So there is e-newsletter. So basically, I mean, for my client, I generally suggest you to, especially if they are some kind of like an informative product, they can use this as a free magnet to try to set up like a newsletter. I will give you like the most update information, or I will provide you like a early bird, like a promotion when I launch the new products. So this is a good way to try to use kind of like lead magnet to try to collect emails or contacts. So this is the as lead magnet I have currently using, I mean, in 2021. So you see, I've written a lot of ebooks for my agency. As you can see, like a Google Ads winning playbook in 2021, the 9 things you must know for YouTube advertising, ultimate checklist for running a successful paid search campaign in 2021, 5 things to double up your Google display ad performance. So that's like a I mean, consider our company size. I think we have written quite a number, or huge number of ebooks to try to get customers. So I mean, in 2021, I mean, we get, I think the subscribe number is not so up to date. So for up to date, I think we get a lot around like 800 or 900 new subscriber, and we spend about 25,000 Hong Kong D. And if you try to do the math or calculation, the cost per subscriber would be like the 36 or like a 40 something. I won't say the CP, the cost per subscriber is really impressive, because we have done a very similar campaign in 2019. We have done a lot of ebooks in 2019. So basically we have collect, I mean, a lot of I think around 2,000 subscribers. So it makes sense. I mean, in 2021, even we launched even more ebook, we do get a less number of like a new subscriber. But I think the cost is acceptable. I mean, $36 for like a B2B content details. We collect their email, their first name, their company size, their company name, or their marketing budget at the lead magnet form, the contact form. So I think this is quite reasonable prices or costs for me to try to get new customer or get the new users. So at the second part, when you have like a unique selling point, and also you have like a lead magnet. So the third part, you need to determine what you need to upsell. So if you are selling like a information product, like a course or like a consultant service, so basically, I mean, I would suggest you to have like a low tech products, because I mean, from like a cold prospect to buy you like a generally, I mean, for those informative product, it costs at least like the final products will be like generally 2,000 USD, maybe kind of like a 14,000 Hong Kong D. I mean something like that. So it is really hard. It is really hard for you to try to convert those cold prospect directly to buy those like a super expensive like a information product. So basically, you need to have like a low ticket product. In generally, I mean, is in foreign countries, in US, basically generally the low ticket products will be like $10, $10 or $20, or like maximum $99. This is the pricing range from their low ticket products. So I can name some like Danlog, like Penjun. Like Penjun, they do a lot. They do a lot of like they launch a lot of kind of like a low ticket products to the market to try to get as much users as possible. So I'm not so sure whether you have I want to ask you guys a question. I mean, did anyone buy this like a content multiplier formula before? If yes, just give me say yes. If no, then just say no. Anyone? Okay. So I have bought this book, I mean, like 1 year ago. So I mean, I think this book is a piece of shit. I mean, it doesn't have a lot of content. It's kind of like an answering book. They do have a lot of questions you need to answer one by one, but you won't get a lot of value, I mean, from this book. But anyway, this is not expensive because he said we pay for the book, you cover shipping, so I only pay like a $10 or $15. So I mean the key takeaway for this presentation is I don't recommend you to buy this book, like this book. I mean from Penjun. So I mean, low ticket product is generally applicable to those people who are going to sell courses, who are going to sell like an informative product. But generally for B2B business, we are not going to sell the informative products. We are going to sell kind of like a service-based product. So I mean, one of the option for you to upsell, I mean, from lead magnet is the free consultation call. I mean, this is the kick-ass free consultation call. What is our funnel? Is we will ask you to sign up or give you the content detail, and in exchange for our ebook, and the landing page, we're going to ask you if you want to have like a free consultation course. This is like a first come first serve basis. Of course, this is not first come first serve basis. I have a lot of availabilities. I mean, for all of the interested buyer. So but anyway, it's just like try to make some urgency for that. So you can like schedule a kind of like a SaaS product. So basically, you can ask them to schedule a call, and you can find your product specialist or product specialties to try to give them like a product that step-by-step guide them to try to get familiar with the product or the platform. This is one of the most common like a upsell goods, I mean, from lead magnet, like free consultation call. So the third part is, I mean, when you have like a unique selling point, and also you have like a lead magnets, and also you have something, I mean, in your mind, what you want to upsell. So I mean, you definitely need to have like a booking system to automate the lead generation flow. So this is the like a schedule a call pages, I mean, for kick-ass. So I'm going to share some tips here. So I mean, generally, I mean, in 2019, I've done a very similar campaigns. I mean in 2019. So for targeting Hong Kong and Malaysia. So I mean within 3 months, I mean I get I don't think you can imagine. I get almost like a 200 like a consultation call booking. I mean, in 3 months, it's make me really so busy. But it is not so beneficial, or from business perspective, I mean, it doesn't help a lot, because in 2019, when I tried to get people to schedule a call with me, I won't let them to fill in a lot of like questions. Let's say, I only ask for their company name, I only ask for their website, I only ask for their Facebook page. I don't. Yes, anything else, I didn't ask anything for it. So at that moment, in 3 months, I get like a 200 calls, but most call is, I say, was useless. Some people are freelance. Some people are just feel so bored, and they just want let's find some people to talk with, especially in Malaysia. No offense, but because people in Malaysia is so, they have a lot of time to talk with you. They try to understand your business. They don't really have much money to spend. Like advertising budgets, which is not good for digital marketing agency, because for a model, if you only have like a 500, 1,000 like a advertising budget, basically I will recommend you to place your ad on your own. So because I cannot help. If you generally, if you only spend like a 1,000 Hong Kong D per month, and on top of it I need to charge you like a 2,000 Hong Kong D as my handling fee or management fee, it doesn't make any sense. So in 2021, we have a more like a detailed like form. When they try to schedule a call, we will ask their company name, they will ask their job title, they will ask them their website, ask their Facebook page, ask their marketing budgets, ask their what kind of marketing existing marketing channels they are using. I will ask a lot of questions. And of course, if we find that this is like a very big companies and they have like a huge budget, I will do a lot. I will do much like a preparation work before I do the meeting, or I join the meetings. If you find that it's kind of only like 100 like 1,000 HKD or 2,000 HKD, generally I will pass to my like a sales support person in Malaysia and try to give them like kind of like a very standard answer in the schedule call. So this is how you're gonna try to figure out what kind of is more valuable or most valuable, and you put more effort into it. If some people or some clients doesn't have a lot of value for you, so basically, I'm not saying that you should reject the call, or you don't schedule a call with them, but you don't have to spend a lot of time to try to do the preparation, or basically you can send those, we call it like a low value leads, or like low value call to your colleagues or to your sales support person, to try to answer like to give like a very standard answers to them. So in 2021, the number of consultation call is less than the one I did in 2019, but the quality is much better. It's really easy for me to try to convert those people to be one of my customer or one of my clients, and their spending is I would say is much higher than those in 2019. So when you have like a unit selling point, and also you have kind of like a lead magnet, so you figure out how to get people to download your free materials, or like a free product sample. And the second one is you also figure out how to do the upselling, or what kind of product you want to upsell, or what kind of product you want to promote, or you want to advertise. And the fourth part is the drip marketing. Like the drip email marketing is the key. So let me show you the chart, or like the for my email marketing. So basically, I would say that for most of the B2B business, the first 14 days, or like the first 20 days is most important, is most valuable. You have to do your best, or you have to try your best to try to convince those people. Within after the 40 days after they sign up the ebook, or sign up your free material, or sign up for your free magnets. So basically, you need to have arrange an email, or you to do like an email sequence to try to think it, I mean, in advance, to try to what kind of email you want to send them. I mean, let's say, I mean, 2 days after they sign up your free maintenance, or like 3 days or 5 days, what are you going to do? This is very important, because I mean compare with like a remarketing ad, or like remarketing ads, even like Facebook remarketing ad, or like Google remarketing ads. I mean, the email marketing is the most effective way to try to convert those subscriber, those people from subscriber to like a purchaser or buyer. So I would suggest you to put your maximum effort, I mean, into try to come up like a good email sequence, and try to convince like people in 40 days or 20 days, which is very, very important for your B2B business. So second one, when they and the previous one is like when users open our ebooks, and the second one, when people opens our ebook, or download our ebook, or open our email, what we are going to do. So this is like a email sequence. I mean we set for a client, or set for our B2B lead generation. So I mean, because I mean the screen cap is quite small, so I don't spend a lot of time to explain here, but I think I think GMA will send you like a copy, I mean, after this webinar. So I think you can have a look, I mean, what kind of condition or what kind of email title we are going to do. So I mean, this is like a bonus part. I want to share some 3 types of email I find very effective. I mean for my business and also for my B2B clients. So the first thing is the urgency. I mean, you can see the email open rate is so surprising. I mean, so surprising. You see the is 38% open rate. So this email is about the headline is last chance for you, and you say, are you still interested in improving your online lead generation? I'm asking because I need you to make a decision now. So I've been holding a 30-minute strategies, so for you for 2 weeks, but at the end of today I will have to release the spot for another customers. This email is pretty much, I mean, to create those urgencies, to let people to try to register your consultation call, or schedule a consultation call with you. So I think, I mean, for drip email marketing, urgency is one of the direction when you try to come up your email, or you can get kind of like a rough idea what kind of email can make people to action, or what people to try to purchase, or do whatever you want. So the second one is the testimonial. Like the email open rate is a bit lower than those like urgency email. And as you can see, the email title is hundreds of successful cases can be won. So over the last few years, I have worked literally thousands of corporates at SMEs, helping them to get more leads with a cheaper CPA. We have had a really good one, and it's helped us to build an excellent reputation, just like one of our clients now, he has to say. So this is the testimonial. So the email open rate is pretty good. So I think, I mean in your email sequence, I mean, maybe in the third email, or in the second email, you can try to put the testimonial to try to prove that you are really good at this niche, or you can really help the customer, or you can help the clients. So the third one will be the benefit one. I think this is really good example. As you can see, the email open rate is like a 48 is around 48%. I think it's the highest emails I have ever sent. I mean during these 3 years, I mean, we're just talking about the benefits. So for this, the headline for every email marketing, the headline is so important, because I mean, this is the only things, I mean, people see before they click into your email. So if you look at the headline, you can see, I know how to get more leads with online ads in 30 minutes. So you can see, I mean, in the body part of the email, book a session today and over 30 minutes, and we'll discuss everything you need to know to triple up your leads and sales with online ads, including knowing your industry, what are your competitors doing, how to triple your needs and sales with a correct way, and 3 ways to outperform your competitors. This is your most wanted roadmap to have a complete digital marketing strategies. So you're gonna mention the benefits. Why? So for different products, I mean, generally, I mean, there is like a four direction you can come up when you arrange your email sequence. The first one is the urgency, try to create urgency. The second one is the testimonial. I mean, I think you at least you can get one or two like clients to write a testimonial for you. If you cannot, I think you are not so friendly or you are not doing very well, I mean, with your clients. So at least ask for one or two testimonial from your client to try to write something good or positive for your side. So also you can put it in your email. And the third one is the benefit. So if I use your product or if I choose your product, what kind of benefit I can get, or what kind of the benefit, I mean, the the user can get. So this is very, very important to try to persuade your client or convince your client to try to book your call or even purchase your product. And the fourth is the fear one. You try to create like a fear. I mean, if without your product, what kind of like a back situation you will be facing, or what kind of problem you will have, I mean, in the futures. This is also one of the I mean, very useful or effective email, I mean, in my B2B clients. But for my business, I don't really like to try to create fear for my audience or for clients, because I mean, sometimes, I mean when creating fears will be it seems a little bit, I mean aggressive or too persuasive. So consider whether it's suitable for a business when you try to create kind of like a fear email. So this is my suggestion, or this is my advice. So after you get all the lead magnet, you get like the unique selling point, you got something to upsell, you get like a drip email marketing to try to convert user to subscriber to purchaser or to buyer. So the fourth one is to pay me to get the game rolling. So it's so easy. So basically, you can place that on YouTube, you can place that on Facebook, you can use like a responsive display ad, I mean, in Google Ad. You can also use like a traditional one, and you can use those videos to try to promote in the Facebook or different kind of social media platform. So what you can see, I mean, in 2019, I mean, the creative is not so nice. I mean, at that moment, I mean, you can see the creative, the message is free Google X ebook, and my partner Frankie will try to talk about the ebooks in the YouTube app. I think it's quite disturbing. I mean, back to 2019, because people are not don't get used to did not get used to watch kind of like a feature or like a lead generation YouTube campaign or YouTube video. So apart from like a getting people to try to download my Google Ads ebook, at the second one we are going to do the remarketing. So basically, I mean, if you look at uh, the left side, you can see like there is a banner. I mean, the message is claim your free 20 minutes consultation. We use this ad to target people who have subscribed our ebook but not yet scheduled a call with us. I think this is one of the most effective way to try to remind your subscriber. I mean to try to schedule a call with you, try to get your ads, I mean, everywhere, like use GDN, use like a Facebook ad to try to get it everywhere, and then remind them, you subscribe my ebook but you not yet like schedule a call with me. Go, please go ahead. So this is the strategies I'm going to use in 2019. So I mean, in 2021 we launched, I mean, a series of ebooks again in 2021. So I mean this is the lesson I've learned, I mean in 2021, because in 2019 when I tried to make a lead generation video, I hire kind of like a video production house, and we go to a studio, we try to make it look very professional. But I mean in 2021 I just simply, I mean, take my partner's iPhone and the stabilizers, and go to the park, I mean, near my office, and try to take the videos, I mean within like a 2 or 3 hours. And I mean, this is very interesting. I mean, the from the S performance, I mean, the statistic is doesn't have a much big difference. Even I use like a studio house, like a professional video shooting in 2019. I mean the click-through rate or the CPM or like the CPC is pretty similar. So I would suggest that, I mean, if you're, of course, if you're like a very big company, you have like a very strict brand guideline, you cannot do such kind of things. But if you are like a recently start your B2B business, or you just, launch your product like a lean startup, or just launch a product like a soft launch or VIP, just use like this, you can say, unprofessional or like a casual way to try to make your videos. I think it's more effective, or I think it's more cost effective when you compare to try to hire everything to get you like a very professional way. But because I mean especially in social media, I mean, you don't need to be a very super like a professional to try to sell product. If you look at Peng Joon, if you like go look at other like a very famous trainer in US, or like in foreign countries, I mean, they generally just like a very casually, so they try to sell product. Just as if they just talk with you, I mean, in person. So this is pretty much, I would suggest when you try to get your pay ads, or when you try to do your pay ads, and especially the video is very important. Because I mean, if you look at the right hand side, the static image to get your winning playbook for Google Ads now, I mean, the performance is quite poor when you try to do a kind of like a static image. But if you try to launch video, launch a video format, and with people like a speak in front of you or in front of camera, the performance is even much better. I mean, compared with those like a static image. So this is, inbound marketing. I mean, is like a HubSpot and has invent such concept. I mean, like 3-4 years before. So inbound marketing is so important for like a B2B business. So basically, you need to attract the visitors. What are you going to do is, okay, you're going to write a lot of articles. You're gonna do your SEO. You're gonna to produce your content, no matter, I mean, in social media, Instagram, or like your own website. And after you write a lot of articles, you can also create kind of like a free magnet or ebook to try to get people to try to sign up with you. Because as what I mentioned, I mean, in this throughout this webinars, I always stress that, I mean, it's for B2B business, especially like selling kind of like a high ticket product or a high value product, is so hard for you to try to convert like a core audience, I mean, to like a buyer, I mean, in 1 minute or very short period of time. So need to have like a step by step, try to how to convince the stranger to the visitor, how to convert the visitor from like the visitor to like the subscriber, how to convert like this from subscriber to like a warm audience, or your loyal audience, and how to convert from your local audience to like the buyer who will pay for your products. That's very important. So please come up your like a content strategies, and come up your free outline, come up with something you want to upsell. And also you can, if you have done a lot of blogging, I think there will be a lot of opportunity for you to do a lot of sharing within your industry. I mean, especially for digital marketing industry. The first thing we kick-ass do is we try to write a lot of blog, and try to and then occasionally, you get invited by some institutional to try to give a speech, or give like a paid training for them. And when people see you, like when people see your achievement in your social media, they'll find that, oh, kick-ass will be maybe one of the good option when they want to do performance marketing. So then we'll get more like a high spending user. And when you get like a more high spending users, and you get more material to try to come up with your blogging, you can do a kind of like a industry case studies, and you can do kind of like a what kind of problems you will be facing when you try to manage kind of like a high spending Google ad account or like the Facebook ad account. So this is like a flywheels. I mean, try to get people into the strangers, try to be the promoters, visitor, leads, and customers. And this is very, very important, I mean, for your B2B business. So something I should have done in the beginning of 2021, which I haven't, if I didn't done, is create my YouTube channel, because I mean video marketing, I mean YouTube marketing is really, really important in 2021, after, especially what I observe is after COVID-19 or after the pandemic. I mean because people would like to work from home, they have a lot of time to try to explore their YouTube channel, to look at a lot of content, and that they don't really, they are I mean, compared with like a few years before, I mean people is more willing to attend like a Zoom class or to get knowledge from the YouTube channel. So I would say that I mean in the beginning of 2021, I plan to try to start my YouTube channel for my personal branding, Terrence, or for my agency Kick-Ass, but I didn't, because maybe I'm a little bit lazy, or I don't want to start, maybe because I think I'm a little bit camera shy, so I'm not so willing to try to speak, I mean, in front of the camera. I mean regularly, but that's the truth. So build your YouTube channels and try to, and you can see a lot of like a B2B business, or like a whatever digital marketing, like a website development agency, even like a mortgage, like a loan agent. So they also try to establish their YouTube channel. They open their YouTube channel to upload relevant content, to try to get customer to know their brand and know they are really expert, I mean, in their particular industry. So I will suggest that in 2021, try to create your, if you are a B2B business owner, and if you don't have much like a burden, and you have acquired enough time, try to start your YouTube channel. I think this is the futures of the B2B business, especially. I think this is still an untapped market, because if you go to the YouTube channel, I mean, mostly it's like a B2C content. If you look at the B2B content, I mean the competitors is not that much, and what they are doing is not is still have room to improve. So I think there is some space for you to try to conquer this market. And I think, yep, I mean, if you try to look at to grow your B2B business, try to follow my blueprint and try to fine tune and get the most suitable strategies for you. So that's basically my presentation, or like sharing. So any questions, so I can try to answer. So
Thank you,
look at the Q&A.
We'll
Okay, what kind of ebook do you send? Google Ads ebook, SEM, search ad ebook, YouTube ebook, how to triple your list, I mean, in 60 days. I mean, those are the ebooks I have sent, I mean, in these years. So you can take a reference if you are in a similar industry. So what kind of ebook do you choose? Okay, what kind of ebook do you choose? I'm not so sure I'm not really understand your questions, but I mean based on your niche, I mean what niche you has picked it. I mean, let's say for my agency, I picked SEM as my niche. So what I mean, all of my ebook is relevant to Google Ads, to SEM, YouTube, or things like that. Do you have insight to share an email habit and how it affects the open rate? I have done a lot of email marketing. So some people will say that, I mean, we're going to send it, I mean in the morning or in the afternoon, in the evening. But based on my research or based on my observation, I don't see a huge difference. I mean between the sending time. So I would say that the headline is the most important part. I mean, when you want to try to increase your open rate, try to have like a exaggerating email title. So let's say, you something you cannot miss. You only have 30 minutes left for your life or for your business, what you're going to do. So get those title. I think it really help it really increase your open rate of your email. So when doing drip email marketing, how to find the problems, optimize it if the conversion rate is not good. Yes, in 2000 and 2021 when I first launched my email marketing, the conversion rate is not so good. So basically, what you're going to do, you can let's say you can optimize your email headline, you can optimize your body part, and the other things you can try to test is because you generally, when you talk about the email marketing, we are talking about we'll do something. After certain actions, like in 3 days or in 5 days and 7 days, you can test the length of time. Maybe sometimes you can test the 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. But what is the observation of mine is, try to get all email or get the most important email within the first 40 days, because after the first 14 days or 20 days, the conversion rate will dramatically low is lower. So you need to get your best, or you need to do your best in your first 20 days for all your email sequence. So what is the best method for B2B sales, not the boss founder, to generate leads without cold call? Do I still need to open an account in Instagram to deliver some useful content? Is it very inefficient? So if you are not the boss and founder, so I would say that you can take reference from those like the insurance agents. They are not the boss or CEO of the insurance company, but they will open their Instagram page, they will open their social media page, they will open their Facebook page. They will provide like I would say you need to provide a useful content for them to try to read, and also you need to make it very interactive to try to interact with your customers. I'm not so sure which industry you are, but you can further elaborate, and so we can try to brainstorm and how we can help. In this situation, but from the information you provided, I would say that I think you should try to open your Instagram like a social media page to see if it is effective or not, or if it is efficient or not. If not, then try to figure out another ways, or to move to another page. So okay. So also I want to ask, how long does it take of B2B email marketing for awareness to conversion? Is there any tactics to sort it? And yes, I think as what I have mentioned, if you try to convert people from from awareness to conversion, try to make it in within 20 days. Do what you can do. What you can do to arrange your email sequence, and sometimes you need to use like a very interesting or very aggressive headline, or even after 20 days sometimes you find that the user, if you use Active Campaign or MailChimp, you will know that what kind of actions or user they have taken. So based on the report, you see that if the people did not click all of your email, you can just send, you can also do like an automation to give them the final reminders. Okay, the headline will be kind of like I think our content is not useful for you. So this is the last time I send the email for you. So this is the best way to try to get people to open your email. So when they open your email, to try to do all the pitching, or like to try to be most persuasive as you can. So try to convince them to try to schedule a call, to try to have a booking. And secondly, I want to mention is, sometimes when we're talking about from awareness to conversion, so the conversion will be, I would say that it should be like a low ticket products, or like a free products, or like a scheduled call. And I think this is not so hard for you to try to convert them from like a subscriber to like a buyer, if your product is, if your first product is not in a very high value, or it's not very expensive. So which social media platform will be the best way to place pay ad? How about LinkedIn if you're going to target B2B business? Yes, I think social media platform, I would say Facebook. Facebook will still be the best option. Although I admit that the CPC or the cost become more and more expensive, but there is not much alternatives. I mean, in the market right now, I mean, Twitter, or even like the MeWe or like Instagram. I mean, the target audience is not very accurate, or the target audience is not what you need. So I would say that Facebook will be great, but I mean Facebook will try to create like an ebook or free magnet that people are willing to download without hesitation. So LinkedIn, okay, how about LinkedIn if you're going to target B2B business? The CPC of LinkedIn is so expensive. So if you have like a very high value product, let's say, I mean, ERP system, is cost at least like a 100,000 HKD or even more. I think it's worth to try to place that in LinkedIn, because the CPC is so expensive. It's up to like a $20-30. So if you are selling kind of, let's say, I mean digital marketing agency service like SEM, what we are going to earn is, I mean, maximum maybe like 5,000 HKD per month. So I mean, it does not make sense for me to try to place that in LinkedIn. But so it depends. It depends on what kind of B2B business you are promoting or you are advertising. So I mean, the two industry I think is LinkedIn that is effective for those two industry is like one is the high value product, like a system thing, like a ERP system, the system development, or even like a very huge app. Or the second one, you want to promote webinar, like a virtual webinar. You have to try to get people to come to your cloud expo. You try to get people to go to your expo. But the question is, I mean, you need to have a high value product. Even you try to promote your virtual webinar, you cannot promote like a virtual webinar to try to get people to register your expo and then go to your expo and just try to sell product only worth of like 100,000, like 1,000, 2,000 like HKD. It doesn't make any sense. So hello, hi, any suggestions or advice for email marketing rookie? I haven't used it before, but I only use like Mailing Lights and Mailchimp and Active Campaign. In the past 4 or 5 years, I would say that, I mean, the Active Campaign is the best, like the best email automation tools I have used. I've used during the past 4 or 5 years, but the pricing is quite expensive, especially when if your subscriber is exceed like a 2,000, 3,000, or 5,000. The monthly subscription plan will be so expensive. So you need to consider whether you want to try it or not. And Mailchimp, I think, is of great value. I mean, the function, or like the especially the list going, I mean, is nothing comparable, I mean, to Active Campaign. But for general use, or especially if you are like an e-commerce online store, or you don't need a very customized email sequence or like a email automation, I think Mailchimp will be your best option. Mailing, the I think the advantages, I mean, even if you only have like a below 500 subscriber, as what I remember, is this free of charge, or is this not so expensive? So you can try to explore the alternatives. So I know there are lots of like email tools in the market. So I don't have like a space or availability to try all of the email marketing tools. But those are the three I have used before. So this is my opinion. So how to you come out with so many content idea as quick as publish many blog posts, and you workflow behind? uh, so basically, I mean, for especially for like a Chinese content, actually you can get a lot of like a inspiration, or get a lot of like a idea, from the foreign like a digital marketing blog, let's say the search engine and search engine journal, and you can see what kind of like a topic they have written, and you can try to I'm not saying you're going to copy that, but you try to take reference on from those articles, and then when you come up like a articles or like a blog post idea, and then you try to based on your clients, based on your current client, you try to put some case studies into it, and this is the exclusive article or exclusive content for your agency or for your personal branding. So that's pretty much what I do. I do when I try to come up like a content ideas for my agency. So you solely B2B business take longer time. How do you keep decision makers interested and get the deal? So yes, so what I'm going to do is as what I mentioned, the first 20 days is very important to try your best and do your best to try to convince your clients. In the first 20 days, but I admit that for B2B business it takes longer time. So generally, some clients subscribe my email like at the beginning of this year, and then try to acquire for my service. Recently, almost in September. So the decision making process is so long. But when you try to get those people to try to subscribe your ebook or subscribe your newsletter, and you need to I would say you need to do a monthly like a newsletter to try to remind your audience, your potential customer, you are still alive. So your agency is doing okay, and you are still you are still able to create content. Apart from doing your business. So this is very important. So let's say for B2B business, let's say I would suggest every 3 months or 4 months or 5 months, try to come up like a webinar, try to come up like a webinar or seminar, just like what Growth Market Academy do right now. They will try to leverage their email list and try to organize a webinar to try to send all the email to those people who have subscribed before, and try to keep them to just let them know we are going to have like a next cohort in the near futures. So that's how you need to keep keep in touch with your customers. So news regular seminar, regular webinars, like a regular newsletter, regular product update, regular product information will help. So I want an OEM factory. Do you think the top funnel should be skipped when deciding a sales funnel? The content of the awareness can go straight in the middle funnel. Yes, I agree. I do agree, because for some industry, if you have if you're really good at referral marketing, if you are good at like a BNI, if you're good at like a LinkedIn outreach, if you are going to a cold outreach, I think you can simply skip the top funnel and try to decide like a focus on the middle funnel. Try to create like a ad to try to get people to schedule a call directly with you. Because one of my clients, they are doing kind of like a mortgage or loan mortgage. They generally they won't spend a lot of time create those content for the top funnel. They will spend they will come up like a very eye-catching like a creative for the middle funnel, and try to write copy something like do you want to make ends meet? So are you find a hard time to in your life because you don't have enough money, so we are going to lend you some money for it. So they create like a very interesting or very creative ideas in it. So this is something you can consider in the futures. Because that's what I said. This is my blueprint. For my industry, that's works for me. But I it doesn't. Something works for me doesn't necessarily means works for others or for you. So based on my blueprint, you need to fine tune a bit and try to come up like the most suitable strategies for you. So if you are OEM factories, so I assume that you are targeting those people in foreign countries to do the B2B sales, right? So I mean, if this is the case, I mean, probably you can in the first time you can at the first trial you can skip your first funnel and start your middle funnel and create those like a schedule a call like list going or cheap email marketing. Yep, that's what I suggest.
Thank you,
Okay,
Terence.
cool.
Other questions? I'm sure that the use of unique selling points, lead magnets, booking system to automate the flow, as well as drip email campaign to lead customers to a full journey are very smart ways to generate leads for B2B business. Terence also showcased some of his successful cases and demonstrate how paid media generate high-quality leads for kick ads. I'm sure his experience and his sharing has given all of us food for thought. So thank you so much, Terence, for your insightful and wonderful talk. I'm sure many of you want a copy of Terrence's presentation slides. Don't worry, if you have registered for today's event, you will soon be receiving an email from GMA inviting you to fill in a simple survey. Spend 1 to 2 minutes completing this survey and you will receive today's slides. Small reminders, don't forget to check out your promotional or spam inbox. If you are passionate about different marketing topics and wish to learn more about from different fields of digital experts, you can scan this QR code and join our other webinars in the 2021 Marketing Playbook series. Our next webinar will be held on September 28 at 8 p.m. and it will be conducted in English. Brian, the founder and CEO of My Weekend Plan, will share his insights on social media marketing. Brian will be sharing how business owners can build social media strategies and increase exposure during and after the pandemic. So if you want to learn how to grow subscribers via social media and website optimization and useful MarTech tools to implement these strategies, don't forget to join us on September 28th. Last but not least, why don't we give Terence some thank you messages in the chat box to thank him for his awesome sharing. Thank you, Terence, for your insightful talk, and thanks again for joining us today. We will see you very soon. Thank you.